I've been using AI to make highly profitable ads. And in this video, I'll show you how you can create ads like these. The person, the script, the B-rolls, and the voiceover all are made with AI. Hi, my name is Aazar and I have worked with several brands in D2C, tech, education, and service-led brands. And I have managed over 50 plus million in ad spend. I have built a system that blends creative strategy and AI, and I've tested it in my real ad accounts. In this video, I will break down every step of my process and you will learn how to turn those scripts into ads that feel real and human, how to make a script from a winning ad, and how to make it look less like AI. The reason why I don't let AI take over, that it still can't do what great ads need most, which is to make people feel something. It's great for speeding things up. You get to there 80%, but the last 20%, the part that connects emotionally, that makes people stop scrolling, still needs human instinct. Here's what happened with two different versions of my ad that you can see. The ad number one has 150 leads with AI with human, and the ad with ChatGPT has one lead only. We tried this another version, which was a mix of both, has 87 leads, and the cost was 6178 to 215, which means that AI with human with podcast style worked way better. And the reason why it works way better is because we thought about how to make a human feel in that ad a lot more. This one was actually iteration as well, so that could be one more reason, but it was mostly done with ChatGPT iteration. So it's the same product, same offering, but just different use of AI. It's a different strategy altogether. So like you can actually look at it and think about it, how you can use it. So AI is really good at doing the research or coming with copy ideas and refining that copy, getting better at the context, doing research faster than you can, and come up with avatar that you can actually use which look less like AI. And the most importantly, AI is now even good at B-rolls. Here's what AI is really good at. First of all, it's good at doing the research on behalf of you. You can do your research, but like it does really good research, right? It can find you insights very fast. It can come up with ideas with you and you can pick those ideas. It can come up with a script template, write the script for you, and then you can edit it. It can come up with UGC avatars. You can use tools which can help you with avatars. And most importantly, AI can come up with really good B-roll ideas and hook ideas. I'll show you in the ad what I mean. My creative tech stack in 2025 is basically Atria AI. What I use Atria is for coming up with ad ideas, saving those ad ideas, then use it for review mining as well, coming up with trend ideas as well, what's working with other ad account. The AI radar is actually analyze my ads as well. So if you're using AI, Atria AI, you will be able to actually get done at least 70% of it. I really use Atria AI for all of that. Then I have a secret review mining tool that actually does all of the work for me. Here's my secret review mining tool that I use always to quickly come up with what's working in terms of reviews, what are the customers talking about, to really get good snapshot of ideas and what is like I have to go after as concepts. I clicked here. This is my tool. It collects all the data from my prospect clients. It finds all the insights in last 365 days, see what customers are talking about, why they love it, what are the jobs to be done. Then I have ChatGPT for prompt-based brainstorming, ideas, angles, summarizing all the raw inputs. Then I use a tool like Creative OS for my templates. They have really good templates for static images. Then I also use a tool like GridBank that actually can give me a lot of B-rolls, which look like very much like UGC B-rolls. I use CapCut for my post-production edits. And then I use Riverside to take interviews, collect scripts. It all automatically makes all my scripts as well, edits the videos as well, and it also gives me like quick snapshot of like what are the interesting clips from the video. So I use all of this for my editing and just inform my strategy a lot. And the most importantly, now that VO3 and Hixfield are there, are really helping me create amazing videos which have great hooks as well as can help me create a lot of good B-rolls out of it. Both tools are really helping me to make really good scroll stopping ads, so you should definitely check all of them out. I want to share with you how from an idea to an ad I created. I'll actually break down an ad of mine that I created and what worked in that ad. This was a very unique case where I could use AI without feeling bad about it. I used it for a scenario that I could not have gotten an actual testimonial or actual review from it because people were affected. So there was a client of mine who sells legal services for people who were affected by California LA fire in January, and we wanted to come up with an idea that we can immediately speak to people. The number one thing that we wanted to do was, because people who have lost home, we wanted to come up with an idea first. So the idea, that the first thing I wanted to figure out was like, okay, let's look at like some news and figure out the main idea. I'll show you the ad first so you can see what the ad looks like, and then I'll break it down for you so you can understand how I approach this entire. Let's look at the ad first.
I lost everything in the Hearst and Eaton fire, and Southern California Edison has to pay for it. We are suing them for negligence and starting the fire. If you're impacted, join us. You and your family could be eligible for a third-party claim with compensation ranging from $150,000 to $1 million. We want them to pay for lost time when we don't have a home, earnings loss, and more for every person. Sign up with fire insurance lawyers and tell them your case about emotional distress, punitive damages, and others. Join us now to secure the compensation you deserve. You don't have to pay.
So when we were thinking about AI ad, what we thought about, what is an emotional trigger that people will take an action on, and what are these people actually going through in their life that we can actually use, which is basically lost everything. The idea of lost everything. So first thing we thought, what is an emotional pain point that we can go after? And how can we help these people? Because at the end of the day, it's like we get them claim if they've lost a really big home. The lost everything was an idea. That's an emotional trigger. That is something that ChatGPT could not figure it out. And then what I was doing, instead of going to review mining, usually I shared a tool where I get all the reviews. What I did was go to news sites. I can show you, like, say LA fire news site, and I try to figure out what is an emotion people are going through. LA fire news January. So like I try to figure out from there as well, like, okay, so what are the news companies are talking about? So like LA fire, that toll. So people are losing not only just their home but also their loved one as well. Joblessness. So it's all like insurance claims from LA fire could fully exhaust it for 21 billion state in funds. So like the whole state was not doing well. And what we wanted to figure out, okay, the people are having this loss feeling and we need to tap into that. So that was an idea. So far, there was no AI to be used. The only thing we used was actually the feeling that came from the human mind, which is from our ad. And then what we tried to do was we tried to come up with what can we tell people based on the reviews. So then let's go to ChatGPT and we give a really long. Usually, what I do is like I try to review mine through my review mining tool, this tool, which has all the reviews that I usually get. So I try to understand what is the basic analysis, what people are talking about, what are the buyer insight. They say it's easy to set up. So it's a tool, another tool of mine that I've worked and talked about. And this tool is actually like an ex-client of mine. So I usually get most insights and I can ask questions to my bot as well. So the first thing is I need to find an emotion. And in order to find emotion, I need to search for the news. So I looked for the news for LA fire and I found out that the joblessness was there, the people were losing everything. So the overall, the news is talking about the loss, right? LA fires, claims, people have fully exhausted the claims as well. LA fire, people have actually devastated homes. They have to move somewhere. So it's all about feeling of loss. So that's what we wanted to first of all get into. The second thing is like I usually look for Reddit as well, and Reddit have Reddit answers, and I say LA fire and emotions. So like I just look at what is an emotion that I can get about LA fire, and then it finds subreddit for me. Emotional, immediate needs, long-term resources are being held, mental health support. People are really confused about it. So like just getting from Reddit answers, I try to get like what else I can actually understand. Then what I do is I usually go to ChatGPT. Let's go to ChatGPT. Let's come up with a script right now. There is an LA fire happened in January 2025, and in that fire, a lot of people's homes were affected. I have services that can actually get people legal services for free only, and if they have homes affected from 150K to 1 million, whatever the number, we will help them get their insurance claim back as long as the case is valid. What I want to do is come up with a script that is actually emotional, so emotional that like people take an action. The video should have a hook. The video should have talking about the emotional pain point first of all. Then the video should actually talk about how they can get it, and then talk about a solution, and then talk about like we all are together in this process to actually get the money what we deserve. All of these things are important, and make sure the script is actually less than 30 seconds, written for humans who actually have lost their homes and want to get it back. So this is the whole prompt I gave. So I'm just giving it a prompt and say, okay, let's see what comes up with it from ChatGPT. I usually use deep research as well to just like figure out more things, but since we have less time, I just get a first version of ChatGPT. If you almost damage January elefied, I know the pain. So like I would not write January here. So like, okay, hook is there. So it started with the pain you're living right now. This is like, okay, this is acknowledging the pain, losing the place where your kids grew up, your memories, your safety. It feels unbearable. I think this is a little too much when you've actually talked about it. I would actually make it a little shorter. And then I talk about you can get a claim. I think this is a pretty good script to work towards. But I think what I would actually add is like, when you're creating a script, you have to write a script. First draft from ChatGPT and second draft is like you're sitting somebody in front of them and what you would say to them. In general, I'll say if you lost your homes in LA fire and you want to claim insurance and you want to get your money back, the other people are lying. You actually can get the money back through legal services. You don't have to pay anything, and we totally get it what you've lost. But we are together as a community to get you the justice, right? So this is the copy that I will say somebody in front of them, and that's what I will use. I usually use the voice dictating feature to actually come up with my own copy, but this is a good copy to get started with, and then it can make a 3 variations already. At least I have a first script already. What I try to do is, now that I have this script already, how can I add psychology to it? What is something that people would actually take an action on based on the scripts? I say, okay, in my opinion, people would take action on when they actually see that this is a limited time offer because the funds are limited. As we can see in the first article, it says $21 billion funds were, so everybody claimed $21 billion funds, and then it was all over. State funds were actually affected. So you have to take an action fast. So I will use like urgency funds, 21 billion. So there was a news about it. State funds. It was state funds. Yeah, Newsom plan raised 18 billion for LA fire. So like state fund. 21 billion fully exhausted. So this news, so this means I can add urgency. There are limited funds to support people right now. So get started quickly. So I added an urgency to the entire script, right? I will put it in at the end as well so they take an action. That's what I would do actually to make my script really well. This was part of like just what I found on the internet, what the services I offer, what ChatGPT gave me, but also starting with an emotion first. Once you have like, you see this ad, in this ad, what we did was like we showed different real-time footages and we showed like different b-rolls and we brought the avatar back, right? So that's a real good example. Let's look at how else we use. So there's another tool called Hicksfield, and what we did was with this tool we actually had a UGC that was doing really well, but we wanted to add a little bit more impactful hook, and so we use Hicksfield for that. So this is another example how you can use AI in your ads.
Believe it or not, my faulty car just got me an 80,000.
So we did a reverse loop of car getting into a car bursting in fire, and because this is a car ad, so we show that in the ad like the car bursting, and this model is actually not real. It's all AI, but this actually make people scroll stopping. And then we added on top of like it's like a layover on top of the UGC creator, and she's just watching her phone.
My faulty car just got me an $80,000 paycheck.
This was just basically good editing. So like that's one example that I can share with you. Then we have an ad that is working really well in the image, and so we want to turn that into video by just showing the same thing but in the video. So we just like made it a little more AI with Hicksfield as well. So that was all AI, nothing else there, just making something on top of it. And the third one is where we actually used this entire script was actually all AI.
Unwind after a long day. I tried taking melatonin.
The voiceover is AI. The B-rolls are some stock images or AI. It's a real footage.
Unwind after a long day. I tried taking melatonin. I tried Benadryl, Valerian, you name it. I could not get a good night's sleep. Introducing Glow Chai,
There you can see the entire video. It's usually you can basically, when you look at the video, I can share it in the show notes as well. So this whole video, when you see this example,
and traditional family recipe from India made right here in the US, and I couldn't believe that this tiny scoop would do so much for my overall health. It contains nutmeg to improve my sleep, turmeric to reduce inflammation, and cloves to help with my joint pain. It has no sugar, no caffeine, it's organic and gluten-free. You just need 1 scoop into a little bit of hot water. Add some milk, I prefer vegan myself. Add some honey if you want, and stir. Oh, and I found that it tastes even better when ice cold. Get yours now at chai.com.
So the script was all AI, and then we added a lot of footage. Voiceover was AI as well. So you can see a lot of examples of how you can use AI in your ads. This was completely by AI, and this was like some versions were AI. You decide how you're going to do it, whatever makes sense for you. We broke down from an ad idea to an actual ad. And how did we do that? We started with the real pain and emotion, just like an example I shared with you. We used tools like Atria or ChatGPT to actually come up with ideas and scripts as well. And also the third one is the Reddit answers. That is my favorite, to come up with genuine insights. Third one is adding the human layer. Once the script is there, then you add emotions to it, then you add psychology to it. You start writing script and try to add more elements that you think that will actually make the ad powerful. So you add increased perceived value by giving them something for free of cost in our ad, for example. Or you reduce the friction by saying that like you don't have to like pay until you get the money back. Or like adding psychology by adding urgency. I said like limited time because funds will be exhausted. All of these things are important for people to take action. And finally, make sure the final output has all those elements. Make it look like less like AI. The whole idea is that either you lean into too much or you lean into too less. You have to really understand is that you make sure that AI is a powerful tool that can help you do things that you were not able to do. Start with AI, get ideas from AI, do research from AI. But the main message for you is that use AI in your current stack to actually move faster and get scroll stopping hooks. Make sure that like you're using these tools because it's only gonna get better. Remember, when you're writing a script, you're writing a script as if you're speaking in front of the person. You're making sure the B-rolls are genuine, and the B-rolls are interesting to look at. Lastly, what I want to tell you is that whenever you make AI ads, be more creative, because that's what it provides you. If you're spending above $50,000 in ad spend and you're looking for more AI ads for your own brand, or you're looking to just make creative ads that are crazy and they are actually interesting to look at and also improve your ROAS and CAC and reduce your CAC, reach out to me. We serve D2C tech, lead gen businesses, as well as education and health as well. These are the industries that we serve, and we think we can do a really good job because we understand the market really well. Yeah, and if you're serious about it, just book a call below, there'll be a link. And if you like the video, just hit subscribe and let me know in the comments if there's any other insights or questions you have. I'm happy to answer about AI questions that you have. And I will see you in the next video. Take care for now.